Okay, now we are going to perform a solo and record it and add a little bit of effects. So the first thing I need to do is add a track. So I'll go to Track, New Track, pick a real instrument, and Create. Now the instrument I'm going to select is a band instrument. I'm going to select solo saxophone. Okay. Now, when you select solo saxophone or a lot of these instruments, if you go to Edit, it has a reverb and all this down here and a master echo. If you'll go ahead and click these to turn them off, that way when you record, you're recording dry without any effect. Alright, so I have my solo sax here. I am not going to play with a metronome, so I'm going to make sure that that is turned off. And I will then get my music selection ready. And then I will hit record and play. Okay, there's my short excerpt. We'll go back and listen to it. Okay, now that's a little bit dry sounding. So let's add some effect to it. I'll go to Edit, and I'll click on one of these empty boxes here where it says click here to add effect. And then as you can see, I have a lot of choices here. I have GarageBand effects, audio unit effects. I'm going to stay with GarageBand effects, and I'm going to pick track reverb. What reverb does is it makes you sound like you're playing in a hall. As you can see, there are a lot of options here. I can have an arena sound, or like I'm playing in a concert hall, a stadium, what have you. Let's try a concert hall and go back and listen to it that way. Wow, that's a lot of reverb. That might be a little bit too much. So I can play around with this and maybe, do a vocal hall. Try it again. Okay, I like that better. Now, there are a few more knobs here on the tracks. There's a pan, which is left and right, and all that means is what side of the speaker do you want it to come out of? So if I pan it all the way to the left, it will come out of your left speaker. I'm not sure how well you can hear that over this screencast, but if I want it to come out of the right speaker, I switch it all the way over to the right. Okay? And I suggest, however, that you put it right in the middle. If you put it right in the middle, then that's right down the middle, which means you equally have the same amount of sound in both your left and right speakers. Here's, of course, a volume right here. And here's a mute button, okay? If you don't want to hear something, you can just mute it. There's the solo button. So let's try that again. Good. So I like that. So I'm going to go to Share, Export Song to Disk, MP3 Encoder, Export, and then save it on my desktop and so forth, which is the same process we've already talked about. So that is how to record yourself, add a little bit of effects, and like I said, if you want to, you can go in here and play around a little bit. Maybe you want distortion, maybe you want overdrive or phaser. You don't have to use reverb, maybe you want echo. So you can play around with these and try to get some different types of sound effects on your instrument.